What's up, YouTube? Welcome. If this is your first time, welcome back. If you're a returning viewer to my AGTube channel. 20 years ago today, I went in to the original American Girl store on Chicago Avenue with my mom and my two younger sisters. And my youngest sister had gotten her Samantha doll a month before us, and then it was like mine and my other sister's birthday. We're Irish twins, so it's this whole thing. Anyways, so we went in and we got to pick dolls as well. And I got the one and only Joe. My Girl of Today 6.2, back when they were still Girl of Today. And I adore her so much. She has held up so beautifully, and I can't believe it's been 20 years. We have Lucy Porter's Circle of Friends on in the background, and I'm going to be getting Jo and her sister Heather Joslyn ready for bed. Heather is Jo's unofficial twin. She's officially Jo's twin now, but I have not had her for 20 years. I've barely had her for 3 years. She's a replacement doll of my original 19.2, who was my first doll in 5th grade. And I got this doll to replace her because I don't have my original one. And my original one's name was Joslyn, and I named this one Heather. But I recently changed it to Joslyn because I felt like Joslyn and Jo / Josephette sound better for twins, so that's where we're at with them. And so we're going to be getting them and their sister Kit ready for bed for their birthday. Kit's birthday is later in the month. I believe it's in May. I think it's like May 22nd if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, so she's their younger sister, and we're just gonna get them ready for bed. And then later in this video, it'll be tomorrow, and you will get to see Miss Jo and Miss Joslyn open their birthday presents. And we'll probably put Kit in her birthday dress, or maybe her Be Forever meet dress, and we'll save her birthday dress for her birthday. So yeah, anyways, here we go. Things have been absolutely crazy in my life and in my family, which is why I have not been posting nearly as much as I had planned to for this year. The plan was to do a video a week, and I've barely been doing one a month. So, we're here. We're still trying. We're getting it done. Things that I've done recently with my dolls are I brought Arwen and Seidel. I can't figure out how I'm doing this. Anyways, and Seidel out to change them because they've been in these outfits since Christmas. But honestly, they look so cute in these outfits that I don't think I'm going to take them out of them. They're just going to be their kind of like forever outfits for right now. But besides them, I have been trying to change my off-brand dolls because most of my 18-inch American Girl dolls have now been changed out of their Christmas clothes. And yeah, so yesterday I changed Diego, Hunter, Jack, and Sterling into more spring, summer appropriate wear because it was 85 degrees in Chicago today. Wasn't ready for almost 90, but here we are. In addition to Eloise, Carmen, and Tilly are now in more spring wear. And Sasha, Gregor, my little Sasha, whose name is Gregor, he's just in his outfit because that's the only outfit that I have for him currently, but that's going to change. So we've got Kit's PJs, little shoes, and then we've got Jo. And does anybody else's doll shoes get like, I know it's partially glitter, but like crumbs and stuff, and like if you keep them in a drawer, like I need to go through like every 6 months or so and just clean out the crumbs and bits of glitter that just attach themselves to everything. and the entire drawer, like the bottom of the drawer that I keep the shoes in, kind of has that crap in it right now. And like I said, every 6 months or so I go through. But I got their little slides and their matching donut PJs, because that's just what we do. And we have the bands. So I put these on here. I don't know if I've shown you guys before, but if you don't know this hack, it is probably the only American Girl hack that I personally know that I think I might have invented. As far as I know, I've never seen anybody else do this. In the comments, you'll probably light it up with like, I've been doing that for years, and good for you, but I invented it. So, yeah, we're going to show you what those are for in a second, in case you haven't figured it out. But yeah, so that's what we're doing. All right, here we are. I kind of wanted to film more of the process, but honestly, after putting the dolls that were there and the dolls that were there back over, our generation boys are on the floor on their setup, and then the girls are on the shelf there. Sorry, this is horrible. Boom. Honestly, the fact that I got them changed at all with how tired I am, I'm just beat. I can't process this. I wanted to do more on screen, more of me on screen, but I look at worse than normal, so here we are. But I got them changed. The 3 girlies, my 3 OG, my daughters. Yeah. Oh, I also got people cleared out of their room and stuff so that I can put them to bed and move their dolls and everything. So poor Grace is just knocked out. But yeah, I also need to find something for that little cubby for Kit's bed, but with her sitting on it, that's where her head is, so it doesn't really matter. But yep, I'm going to get Joe and Joslyn's presents wrapped and their little birthday setup, and we'll be back. So we've got that Sasha documentary I was talking about in my Sasha unboxing. If you watch that, the designer of the Sasha dolls was inspired not by the children fleeing the pogroms of Russia, but from the gas chambers of Germany in Auschwitz. So she was inspired by the little Jewish German children fleeing for their lives from the Holocaust, and that's what their little faces are what inspired. Their little faces. So, love. Anyways, all that to say, here is what we're working with for Joe and Jocelyn's birthday. Jocelyn got Rebecca, and Joe got Nanea. I'm whispering because they are all sleeping, and I've lost my mind. Joe in her bed. Cue that song from Shock Treatment, the lullaby song. But yeah, so we're gonna wrap these up real quick. We got this so Joe's theme for her birthday is gold and 20s, so had to get some sort of gold. And then this is just, I needed this. I absolutely needed this tiny pinata from Top Shelf. That is, oh crap, hold up, like it compared to a mini American Girl box. It's so perfect. So I'm gonna hang this over their little bedroom setup, and then I'm going to wrap their minis and maybe their shoes depending on how I'm feeling. And then I got this set to put up for them, and more for these. So I thought this was a different bow. I thought that it was one of those like little like when it's almost like the streamers, and it kind of shoots out, but that works. We'll make it work. It's gonna be great. Please ignore the table. It is covered in pollen. I have the piñata hung. I have the girlies put to bed. I have stuff moved off of Joslyn's desk, and we are going to unbox it. There's a tiny moth flying around my room. Sorry if you are unstable. You are connected to the bottom of my couch. So, anyways, I've seen parts of this set at American Girl a couple times, namely the cotton candy and that rainbow cake, and I was like, that's so cute. But I never, I thought that it came with a bigger set. Well, first off, we got that cotton candy right there. Whoa! Falls right out. Oh my gosh, just rolling around the floor. Getting as much cat hair on it as possible. So we've got the green cotton candy. And this little, I'm so sorry, this little plastic party hat. So it's not paper, so you don't have to worry about it getting all crumpled up. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, guys. So, it looks just like a regular paper party hat, but it's actually, it's plastic, so you don't have to worry about it getting all crumpled and gross, so that's cool. It makes the fact that this set is $50 just a little bit more palatable. They come with rings so that you can attach them to their fingers. It's cute, it's cool, it's functional. We've got another hat. We've got the metal forks. Very bougie. Let's see what else we've got in here. There's a lot of stuff in here, actually. So they give you a little, also metal, I wanted to say pie server so bad, but it's a little cake server, obviously. We've got a cake. Let's see. Ooh. Please. Please don't unfollow me. Goodness gracious. Okay. So much plastic. I'm so sorry. I hate ASMR videos, so that video of Ariana Grande doing one and saying that it was weird was kind of hilarious to me. Anyways, let's just do that. It'll be easier to grab stuff and I don't have to keep hitting the camera. Okay, hold on, give me 1 second. I'm going to start pausing it every time that I'm taking a plastic wrapper off so that you don't have to hear that crap. Unless you want to hear that crap, in which case feel free to unfollow me. I'm kidding. So it's got, it's almost like rubbery. It's rubbery, actually. I didn't realize that it was going to be so soft. That's kind of nice, though. Does this bottom come off? Okay, the bottom comes off as well as the top. And these pieces separate completely. There are 2 pieces. I thought that there was only 1. So that's cool. I was like, what am I going to do for the other one? But that's awesome. That's perfect. Fits back in. Goes on top. I love it. Alright. So there's that stuff. We've also got the cake plate. Give me 1 second. Boom. Does it spin? Oh my God, you guys. As somebody who used to decorate cakes a lot in my spare time, I worked in a bakery, but only as a baker and wrapper. I wasn't good enough to decorate like for real, for real. But I used to do cupcakes in my spare time for like church events and stuff like that for my 21st birthday. So we did a huge thing with me and my younger sister, and we made like 300 cupcakes or something like that, 500 cupcakes. It was a lot, and it was crazy, and we made a little stage for them, and it was so cute. It was very Cupcake Wars, very Dance Moms, just reality TV BS to the max. All right, then we've got this little meringue frosting topper, and that is a little bit more solid. Well, the peaks are actually have some give to them. That's funny. So cute. I'm going to take this to Meyer and tell them that this is what I want for my cake this year, for my birthday. And they're going to look at me like I'm insane, and I'm going to say, do it! I know, I was supposed to pause it for the plastic, but we've got 2 plates. And the banners. Just a suggestion, since they made everything else paper plastic for this set, I would have made this plastic too, because these are paper and these are going to get destroyed if you don't store them properly. So a happy birthday, and they're super cute, and I'm very excited. I'm not sure exactly where I'm going to put it. Both Joe and Joslyn have canopy beds, so I was thinking that, but neither of these are going to be long enough to put on either of their beds, so I don't really know where I'm putting them, and I don't have the energy or the mental capacity to figure out something else. So we'll see. We'll see. It's going to be great. Alright, so we've got Kit sleeping soundly. I didn't take any of their slippers or slides off because that just wasn't happening tonight. And I feel like they're just so cute with them. And it's hot as balls in Chicago tonight, so everyone's just kind of sleeping under little light blankets. You guys. So, each of them have a mini doll, a new pair of shoes. These aren't the shoes that are in the boxes, they're just boxes because I got shoes that came with the outfits, but they didn't have boxes, obviously. So anyways, so they've got the mini, the shoes, a new outfit, the crown, and the cotton candy. And Joe has the same. So I'm trying to get around the piñata. It's hanging from the ceiling in the middle of their room. Over here, we've got the hats. I could probably put like that. The cake, the plate. But where did I put the banners? They're not on the canopies, but they are on the vanity. Cringe. Oh god. Okay, I need to go to bed. It is literally 2:34 in the morning. And here is 99. It's time for bedtime. Gonna get like copyright stricken. Anyways, there's Joe sleeping soundly in her little American Girl bed. 20 years old today. Wow. Happy birthday, Joe. It's gonna be great. We will see y'all, if I can back up here enough without killing myself or stepping on somebody. Man, just a little bit more. Nope, that's as far as we can go. Alright, we'll see y'all in the morning. crowns are open. Kit is eating both the cotton candies and a little cake. They have their mini dolls. They unboxed. They opened their dresses and their shoes. So Joslyn got this create your own dress that she's gonna wear when we go to Chicago next week. And Rebecca Rubin and Joe got Nanea Mitchell, I think. I don't really know her last name actually. Yeah, Mitchell. And their little birthday crowns. And then Joe got this celebration dress of Leah Clark. And destroy the box. The shoes that go with it. I was going to get the ones that came with the headbands, but then I figured they're going to be wearing these little crowns, so save $10-15 and not buy them with the headbands. So yeah, so I was going to put their birthday hats on, but they're wearing the crowns, so maybe we'll put one on Kit. Try to get a clear shot of her head wearing the crown without the bar. There we go. Trying to get an angle of her whole face and head without the bars obstructing. There we go. Should have found that before I started the video. Anyways, so yeah, so that's them. Pinata. Cake. Which you have to take apart completely to get apart. You can't just... Maybe it's just because it was so humid last night. Alright, there's that. Alright, let's get... Boom. I've got it rested so precariously on her leg and little Rebecca's shoe, so I'm just waiting for that to go flying off, and this is not gonna happen on Joe's lap, so there's no way. But there we go. They have cake. It's all cute. It's all great. So the hack that I mentioned is you put the ponytail holder or rubber band under, and so you put the shoe on, and then you slide it under their toes, and then you wrap it around their heel, and it stays in place perfectly. It locks in. Did I not say that that was going to go flying off there? Perfect. Beautiful. Anyways, it like locks in. It's not going any, like, you know, it's got some give, but it's going to hold if you're like walking around with them. So it's a good way to keep track of your open back slides that American Girl loves to give us. All right, here they are in their birthday outfits with their new dolls, and they're so cute. I redid Heather's hair, so her space buns are all tight and fresh, and I did not redo Joe's hair. I was thinking about redoing it before I go into Chicago, but honestly, I think it's gonna hold. I think it's gonna be fine. So this is what they're gonna wear when we go into American Girl a week from today, next Tuesday, and when we go to see Titanic. So it's going to be awesome. It's going to be so much fun, and I'm very, very excited, as crappy as things have been these past 2 days. Everything in my family, there's just been so much drama. I have just been trying to process it, and we're just losing our minds, but it's going to be great. It's going to be fantastic. So, yep. All right, well, happy birthday, Joe. 20 years, babe. Here we are. Here's to another 20, and it's gonna be fun. All right, we will see you next week, YouTube, like for real. And I think I'm gonna post 2 videos, one of the brunch and like me opening my little birthday gift to myself, and then and I'll upload that before we head into the city. And then I will post another video of us at American Girl and at the theater and stuff when I get home that night. So it probably won't be up till way late that night, but yes, maybe even the next morning. But it will be coming, and it'll be great, and it's gonna be so much fun. And yep, thank you all for watching, and until next time, take care, YouTube. Bye. Happy birthday, Joe and Joslyn. Jeez, God, I'm such a rube. Because I haven't had Joslyn as long, it just doesn't feel like, you know, so I forget every now and then, but here we are. Happy birthday, Joe. Happy birthday, Joslyn. Yeah, you're so cute, and it's been so much fun. All right, bye, YouTube.